new life can begin. For you washed away every one of my sins. Whom the Son sets free is truly free indeed. Claim you to be the Lamb of God. Good morning and welcome back to your spiritual sports segment on Rhema Gospel Radio. Better than when you heard it yesterday. I'm CJ. Let's get it started. Both teams entered the contest with a record of 2-1, but only one exited the contest with a record of 3-1, as the Chicago Bears battled the Dallas Cowboys in the 665th Monday Night Football game, as the game was pretty close with the Bears holding a 10-7 lead going into halftime. But in the second half, that's when things turned ugly for the Cowboys, as the Bears defense picked it up a notch and eventually forced Tony Romo into not one, not two, not three, oh boy, not even four, but a total of 5 interceptions, as Chicago's defense had the same amount of scoring TDs as Dallas's offense. Jay Cutler and Brandon Marshall continued their reunited affair, as Cutler passed for 275 yards with 2 TDs, and Marshall had 138 of those yards and a score, as the Bears manhandled, mangled, and mistreated. Alliteration. I love it. The Cowboys 34-18. Major League Baseball had the bat swinging as they wind down their regular season, as the American League had 7 games on the diamond, as the Chicago White Sox shut out and literally spanked the Cleveland Indians 11-0, 11-0, 11-0, 11. You know what I'm saying. As Hector Santiago pitched 7 strong innings and struck out 10 batters. The Boston Red Sox was annihilated by the New York Yankees 10-2 with the 41st homer from Curtis Granderson, as the Yankees opened a 1-game lead on the Baltimore Orioles. And speaking of those Orioles, they were defeated by the Tampa Bay Rays 5-3 as Ben Zobrist launched his 20th homer, but the Rays do not make the postseason. The Minnesota Twins lost by a run 6-5 to the Toronto Blue Jays in 10 innings, with Anthony Gosse's walk-off single that capped the win, while the Detroit Tigers pasted the Kansas City Royals 6-3 as Miguel Cabrera knocks out his 44th homer as the Tigers clinch the AL Central title. The Texas Rangers lost by 1 measly run, Oakland A's 4-3, and the LA Angels hammered the Seattle Mariners 8-4, but even with the win, the Angels are not in the hunt for October. The National Basketball Association is back and kicking off training camps, and I am so excited. With that said, here are your NBA quick dribbles. New York Knicks GM Glenn Grunwald made his first public comments about the team's decision to let Jeremy Lin go to the Houston Rockets in the offseason, as he stated, quote, "Basically, it comes down to the fact that Houston made a commitment to him that we weren't prepared to make." Close quote. Translated, they didn't want to give him the kind of loot the Rockets were willing to give. The Chicago Bulls and coach Tom Thibodeau agreed on a 4-year contract extension. The team announced on Monday, and the deal is very close to the reported $18 million deal Scott Brooks signed with the Oklahoma City Thunder over the summer. A source familiar with the situation told ESPNChicago.com's Melissa Isaacson. One day before training camp was set to open, the Philadelphia 76ers announced Monday they would shut down their new franchise All-Star center Andrew Bynum for 3 weeks as a precaution after he received knee treatment in Germany. Authorities said Joshua Richardson, an executive with the NBA's New Orleans Hornets, had been charged with criminal possession of a weapon after a handgun was found in his check bag at New Jersey's Newark Liberty International Airport. And finally, Miami Heat star Dwayne Wade has officially departed the Jordan brand for Beijing-based footwear and apparel company Li Ning, according to a source familiar with the situation, as his contract with Jordan expired yesterday. Now, who'd you rather, Li Ning or Jordan? That's what I thought. Enough said. Huh? Stay tuned for more updates on your next spiritual sports segment, where we sprinkle a little spirituality in your sports. I'm CJ. Be blessed and keep smiling because God has something special in store for you.